Okay. Three and 26. Here we come. I like this red rock, red dirt soil right here. It's cool. This route actually here and the one below us, Big Pines Road, was the way they used to come up from Lano here. The post office, which was a woman, had a postmaster. She used to come up here and visit Vincent, who has that cabin down there, was the one who found the Bighorn mine. Later sold it to a private company. But there's old wagon roads up here you can find in the backcountry that for short distances. But it is a rocky road to begin with. What? Sharp rocks. The end of our trip in a hurry with a flat tire on the sidewall. Alright, a mile or so up the road, you're going to come to a sign. Pinion Ridge and Jackson Lake. That way to the left. Jackson Flat and the lock gate is to the right. Now, we're going to leave 3N26 for a second just to show you where this offshoot goes, because it's got an interesting history. So we're going to hop on 3N26, says 2 there, I don't know what that's all about. And we're going to go up till the gate. There is a lock gate there. But we should be able to see, or at least I can explain at that point, what that road really is. Alright, let's head that way, and then we'll come back here to 3N26. Now this is what is called the Boy Scout Trail. It's 3.7 miles down to Jackson Lake. There's another trail unnamed that goes up the side of this hill and empties out on the PCT. And now we're coming to the locked gate. So it says it's closed to motor vehicles. You can go on a bike or walk it. Yes, I could get my adventure bike through there. But what this is this road, this dirt road is going to take you to a paved road. Was built back in the 20s. And this used to be the road they would take to go camping in the backcountry. Back here is Jackson Flats Campground. It's a campground where you pay to get in, and you actually access it not from this side, but you have to access it from Grassy Hollow. But it is really a cool road if you ever go out there and walk and want to see how this road was built back in the 20s. It's still in really good shape. Of course, it's not being used anymore because, well, except for the rangers and foot traffic, horse traffic, and bicycles. So,
hey guys, when John and I took that ride going from Vincent Gap to Jackson Lake, I mentioned this road. It was at the gate. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna walk up. It's only like 3 miles, maybe a little more. I'm gonna walk up from the gate and take my dog Bear here for a walk. Say hi to the camera, Bear. Yeah, say hi to the camera. Okay. So we're about a little around 3 miles, maybe a little bit more. And there's this road I'm talking about. So what do you think? Notice how narrow it is. I mean, there certainly are roads that are made narrow. But this road's different. This road's been here for a long time. And I believe it wasn't just a road to get down to Valyermo, but it was a road to get up here from Valyermo. Because you could come up Big Rock Creek Road and then pick up the road going up the opposite way. And come here, and this will take you to Jackson Lake Campground, to Grassy Hollow, and it's paved all the way from this point to that campground and to Grassy Hollow, as a matter of fact. If you ask me, this was for a Model A or Model T or whatever cars they had back then. I mean, I can just see them coming down this road with their little thing they do, you know, as they have that unique sound, sort of a rattly motor sound. As you follow this road up, it doesn't get any wider. I mean, I don't even remember, because I've walked this a few times, ridden it on horseback a couple times, but I don't remember being turnouts. And you know, sometimes these roads had hours. And at certain hours, you could go uphill to the destination. And at other hours of that day, you could only go downhill. And if you didn't make it up, you had to get out of the way from the other people coming the opposite direction. That's the way they did it over in San Bernardino mountain range as well. So they just might have done that here too. I also want you to see this. There's sections in these mountains where these old roads are. Look at this road down here. Now I'm above the paved road, but down there is another road. So these hills are full of old wagon roads because of the gold mines that were down over there in Prairie Forks, I think. Probably, but yeah, that's obviously an old road down through there.
Pretty cool. All in the shadow of Baden-Powell. Alright, let's turn these monsters around and let's go back. Let's go back on the original way we were going on. You ready? Alright, let's go. 3N26, it says 7, so I'm not sure what that is all about. Looks new, but that's what we're going to call it. We got some pretty country to go through. Fortunately, this section escaped the bobcat fire, thanks to the firefighters and the providence of God. So that fire could have gone anywhere. We're going to get a view of Pinyon Ridge where we're headed. Right here. You can see it through the trees. That's it right there in front of us, and it goes all the way over there. There's actually some guzzlers up there that are maintained to provide water for the animals. There's 6 of them up there. And coming up on the other side of one of these little hills is one of those freight wagon roads that I was talking about. They bring freight up from the mine. They couldn't go down Big Rock Road. And scattered throughout it is old cans and stuff that they left behind. It'll be up here on the left in a minute. Mighty pretty country. Here's that wagon road I was talking about. See if I can get up here without dropping the bike. You can see it right there going that way. And it goes over probably, well, maybe a mile at the most, and then disappears into the hillside, as many of these old roads do. Alright, continue on. We're going to go through some exposed areas and a pretty steep hill up and down to get onto the Pinyon Ridge Trail, or road. You can see Pinyon Ridge over there in the distance. And then we're going to go out via Jackson Lake and look for something cool to drink, like a beer. Get a view of Pinyon Ridge here. It is a dead end, and really it is not a dead end, but it has a fire break that goes down the other side. In desperation, if you had to, you could. But the road is a couple miles long at least, and an interesting ride nonetheless. So you can see it there. Out there in the distance is, hopefully you can see it, the edge of the Devil's Punch Bowl. So, alright, I see some snow blossoms there. Look how red they are. What's left of them? Oh, there's some more. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna go in the shade. I'm gonna tell you, it sure is good to be able to put my feet down. I'm so glad I lowered this bike. Time for water. All right. Little rocky road with a big drop off. Took me a while to get used to riding on this road or driving on it with a truck. Now here I am riding on it on an adventure bike. The Forest Service used to plow these roads pretty faithfully. I think they gave up that practice. There's the saddle down there. Okay. Thank God for a lowered bike. We're going to go out on 412. We're heading out towards Jackson Lake. This is the last stretch of this road. Lots of rocks. It's up here. Probably where that ribbon is. Yep.
All right, that completes that trip. Jackson Lake down there. John over there taking some pictures.
That was a great trip.
All right, hey, so what do you think? You ready for a beer? All right, we're off to find a beer. See you on the next one.